You ever been at that point whenever you get to a point when there's a lot of just negative things going on around, and you start to think, all right, like this is how it is. Just keep pushing through it. But then that one thing happens, and you just like you kind of mentally take a step back. It's like knowing that like that when a twig breaks, when like something snaps, and you're just like, all right, that's how that's how it is. All right, I can do that too. I can move like that too. I can be that too. It's kind of like that breaking point when you just decide to be a different person or a certain type of person, or you approach things differently. Uh, in this particular situation, I'm specifically speaking to the people who have chose to be negative rather than positive, or optimists who are somehow broken down to become pessimists, if that makes sense. And the reason I'm talking about that is because I'm sure if you're honest and you have done that, you know at this point that that doesn't help you in any kind of way. Like, if you look at what pessimism brings you, it's only negativity. And if you attract what you put out, why would you want to be a pessimist? Why wouldn't you want to be more optimistic, or at least lean towards the side of optimism? Skepticism is one thing, but being pessimistic is like, I don't see how that benefits a single thing, right? Negativity, badness, evil, you would call it. It's not, it doesn't benefit anything to be that, to be evil, to be pessimistic. And I'm not equating all these on the same level. I'm just saying that for me, I'm looking at them as this bunch. Like pessimism, negativity, badness, evil, or like all those just lower vibrational things. It doesn't help you out in any kind of way, bro. Like there's always it's like you're investing, and the return that's gonna come back, it's like you know you're getting a return. It's not like you know you're gonna invest in something bad or negative or pessimistic. It's not like you're always gonna know that when you do something negative, one of these three is gonna come back. You're either gonna feel guilty, shameful, regretful, or you're gonna feel bad, or that negative thing is gonna come back and happen to you. And it's like when I think about that, I'm like, so then what's the point in even being negative? What's the point in even being bad? Like that should be the major motivation to, like that should be the number one argument against being negative, is the fact that it doesn't do anything. It doesn't help you in any kind of way. It's like what does it help you with? It like and if you believe negativity helps you in any kind of way, or pessimism or any of these things, or being bad helps you in any kind of way, then that just mean you're living in a cloud of ignorance or insecurity. Because if somebody does something to you, right? And let's put it in a way, like if somebody makes you feel uncomfortable, so you do something to them, that would mean you're acting off of a way to make you feel more comfortable, so they feel a certain kind of way. It's not necessarily the best way to operate. And I say this from experience because I've been that person before. Um, Slowly working my way out of that. I'm not even gonna say I'm close to the like I used to be, but it's um it's I understand the idea that that person did this to me. I'm gonna do this back to them so they know how it feels, but it's not going to help you in any kind of way. It's just gonna make you feel like okay, they feel it too. But then what what would happen if you do the same thing to the other person and they react different, and they don't actually feel how you feel? Then it's like, do you have to do something harder now so that they feel it? So then now, if you have to do something harder so that they feel how you felt, was what they did to begin with really as bad? Because now you have to do something worse, and you actively know it's worse. You have to do that worse thing so that they feel a certain way. So, was it actually that bad what they did to you? But Now back to the first point. Like, I was thinking about something that had happened some time back. I was visiting my girlfriend at the time, and there was a situation that happened. I had to leave the apartment in the morning, and I had no idea where I was going. Right, I was like, yo, like I'm just in the city. Like I was just moving around, and it was not really a great vibe. I was pretty depressed about things, overthinking a lot of things. So I went to the train station, and I just sat at the train station because I had nowhere else to go. I didn't know where to go, and I just sat there for a bit. But before I got to the train station, I was walking in the little tunnel under the platform, and bro, there was it was just me and then this other guy walking this way in the tunnel. Never met him before, never knew who he was. I have zero relation to the guy at all, bro. I don't know if he saw it written all over my face. I don't know if he just saw another black guy moving around, which wouldn't make sense because I wasn't in like the Balkans. I was in a first world country. Like it doesn't like there were black people everywhere. So it wouldn't make sense, you know? And like, the black person nod is like, yo, what's up? Like that only happens if you don't see them around. That's not something that happens all the time, especially in a first world place. It's not like you just shaking up with every dude that walk past. No, that doesn't happen. So this was like off to me because I was like, wow. But he walked past. I looked over, and it's not like he did this as response. He did this as an action. I looked over, and he just went like this, and I was like, whoa. And I kept walking, and it kind of bothered me because I was like, why did he do that? Why? I don't know him. There's no reason to do that. Like all the calculations I just said before, I was going through my mind. I'm like, all right, it's not like I'm in Albania right now. It's not like this. It's not like this. Like, why? Why did he do that? But without trying to come up with the reasoning as to why he did that, um, I just decided that he was just trying to give out good energy. That was just a good thing to do. It wasn't a negative thing to do in any kind of way. It wasn't in any way you look at that to acknowledge another person's presence and give them a symbolic notion of good. Nothing is negative about that, right? And dude just gave good energy. And I was thinking like that's actually not wrong. Like I shouldn't even be thinking about this so much. But it was like it was off. It was just like why? But it was funny that that happened at a time when I was already in a really low vibration, on really negative energy and super pessimistic, and I just wasn't in a good headspace. And I remember after I left the train station, I was sitting in a coffee shop and I was still thinking about that, and I was like, you know what? Like me starting off the day, me being in a situation where I'm in a low vibration, somebody out of nowhere choosing to give good energy and just give good energy should be looked at as like a gift or like a blessing, like something like really really valuable, because I'm not existing on a higher vibration of good, like good energy right now. I'm not existing in a place where I feel good. So for somebody to just like randomly and willfully give that good energy, that should be something super valuable to me. And it was, because I was thinking like that made me feel different. That kind of took me out of the vibe that I was in. That made me feel like, ah, thanks, bro. Cool. Like, what's up with you too, bro? And not in a way of like, oh, that person acknowledged me, but purely because it's just like, oh, that was a nice thing to do. People still do nice things. So definitely life isn't that terrible. There are still good people out there. There are still nice people out there. And it just that's that one seed, that one little piece of positive energy that person planted. They don't even understand it. Just started growing more and more and more, and I just ended up in a different vibe. And then by the time I had reconnected with her, I was in a completely different mood. I was just like mad relaxed and chill, and I was like, huh, that is the power of goodness. That's the power of good energy. Now imagine if dude, did something negative, right? Now imagine if he just looked at me and was just like, it would have put me down. It would have been worse, right? It would not nothing, no progress comes out of that situation, right? No progress at all. But something that like a seed, it's like if you drop a penny on the ground, you don't care. It's like if you drop a penny on the ground, that's how easy it is to give out good energy. You know what I'm saying? Like just to, what's up, bro? Like just genuine like positivity towards another individual. It's not hard. It's never been hard, right? And it's like it's like a, it's so easy to do. It's so easy to do, and it could be the littlest thing, but then it's up to the person that you've exchanged that with to now start to understand what just happened there and be content with it and let it grow and like take care of it. It's like I'm thinking of it like a seed, man. Like if somebody gives you good energy and you treat it like a seed and you just focus on the good thing that they did and let it grow and let it grow and let it grow, soon enough it's going to change your mindset. It's going to change how you're thinking. It's going to change how you're feeling. And then it's going to change the reality around you. And that can happen within an hour. So it's like, then that, so I was thinking about that. Now that got me to think like, okay, so then there's nothing positive, or there's just no point to be negative. There's no point. And you can fall into negative spaces, you can fall into pessimism sometime, but to actively, willfully, and intentionally be a negative person, there's no way that that makes sense. So it's not helpful, you know. It's not helpful if you know you're negative and you're negative a person. Like, what do you, it's gonna come back to you negative, number one. So it doesn't do any good for you, and it does a lot of like, what would be the benefit of any of that? Absolutely no benefit. Like, it doesn't even matter if like you have a different worldview. Like, there that's when things get a little bit shaky and muddy. Is like different worldviews, different understandings, different perspectives. Yes, that exists, but it's like everybody understands what negative energy feels like, and everybody understands what negative energy, what it is. You know when you're being negative. Like, you don't even have to pretend, right? So it's like, yeah, be like it's a whole thing of like, you don't, there's no point in being negative, bro. And towards other people and towards yourself, there's no point in being negative because it's not gonna help in any kind of way. And the first thing that you want to do when you feel negative or when you feel in a low vibration, the last thing that you want to do is stay there. So if the last thing that you want to do is stay in a negative vibration when you're already like feeling negative or feeling bad, if the last thing that you want to feel is that, then you have to focus on the good. Then you have to shift your frame and think like, okay, this is push it over to the side and start watering this rather than watering that, you know? And I watched this TED talk like 2 years ago, maybe 2 years ago, talking about like the human mind is geared to think negative about things, and that's even crazier to think about. Like, it's geared negative to look, to notice negative things more often, specifically as a survival mechanism to protect yourself. If you see something negative going on, you notice it faster. Just like people who've gone through trauma, how they're hyper aware of certain things. Like, they can feel that danger through somebody's tone of voice, through somebody's actions. Like they're more sensitive to it. So it's like a survival mechanism, and that's understandable. Um, but then there's the idea of being negative and continuously accepting negative ideas and negative thoughts and pursuing this world of like, ah, everything is terrible, everything's like this, it's like this, it's like this, is like bro, it's not helping anything, bro. It's not helping. It's not helping a single thing at all, you know? It doesn't help a single thing. It's so much better to be good, do good, feel good, think good, like, and it's not as easy to do that. You have to control your environment, you have to calculate, you have to be thinking about what you're watching, you have to be thinking about what you're listening to as well. You got to be thinking about everything that you're taking in, and treat that as if you're you're most of the time whenever I think like this, whenever I'm by myself and I'm thinking through stuff like this, I don't know how, but I always find a way to relate it back to biblical texts. Like, biblically, it does say your body is a temple. What happens if you let a bunch of negative things in the temple? The temple gets desecrated, right? Not just physically, but mentally, like spirit, like it gets desecrated. But when you let good things in the temple, what happens to the temple? It stays good. It's all good. It stays in the condition it's supposed to be in. Crazy, man. That's why I say that thing is true, bro. Like that, it always comes back down to that for me, bro. I don't know. Like I could start something way over here, and somehow a phrase of truth from this, that's where all of this mental jump, like gymnastics, gets me to. It's crazy. Um, but yeah, it's so much better to be good. And on top of that, I listened to the book of Ecclesiastes the other day. If you've never listened or read through that book, I 100% think you should. I don't suggest listening to Ecclesiastes or reading through Ecclesiastes if you're depressed, because that's not gonna help you in that moment. It could provide you some perspective or a perspective shift. It's not gonna help you crazy though. I'll be the first to say that it's not gonna help you crazy, because when I was listening to it, I'm not gonna lie, I was sitting there at 4 a.m. like, yo, what is going on? Why am I here? What is happening? And then I got to the final stages of it and started to make. I listened to it 2 3 times to try to make more sense of it, and then I got to a point of just understanding, like, oh, okay, so then being good, right? Being good is the best possible thing that you can do. Not overindulging in anything is ever good, is what I learned from that. Overindulgence is never a good thing on both uh, sides of the spectrum. Um, but the moral of that I got was just like, be a good individual spiritually, physically, mentally, be good. Like stick with good energy. That's where it's staying at. And that's how I'm understanding that this idea of people saying, oh, good always beats evil, good is more powerful. It's like, okay, sometimes you look at evil things and you're like, okay, that, like, I don't know how giving somebody a flower helps out with that, but it genuinely does, because when you're giving like out seeds of goodness like that, like they grow. Like seeds of negativity grow too. Um, and I guess I should think more about that, because that's also something that's a negative thought can grow more and more and more. So they both can grow equally. It's just about what, as they say, what fruit they bear or what comes back in return. Um, But yeah, moral of what I was thinking about, what I wanted to say is, it's always much better to be good than bad. Like nothing comes from badness besides more badness, and there's so much more benefit to being good. Like think about it. Like, do you ever regret good things that you do? And this is an honest thing that I ask myself. If I regret doing a good thing, then I wasn't doing it for the sake of goodness. I was doing it for the sake of me feeling good. And then that's egotistical. That's ego driven. That's not actually embodying goodness. That's embodying pride and ego. That's me wanting to feel like I'm good so I can say I'm good. And that's not the same thing. But if you're actually putting out something good, nobody regrets that. You don't regret doing good things. Never. You do regret doing bad things. Most people regret doing bad things over time. Most people, it's like an innate thing, right? You regret doing a bad thing over time. But a good thing, nah. You don't regret doing good things. So like the return on investment, the ROI on goodness is just like, it's like top tier, bro. the ROI on invest the ROI on goodness is top tier. So I think we should all start making a little bit more investments. You feel me? But anyway,